Week 5 of the college football season is upon us, and we've got some intriguing games to get to and break down in hopes of turning a profit. What's up, sports fans? My name is Chris. Thank you so much for watching today's episode of Victory Formation, brought to you by Game Day Wagers. Today is Thursday, September 26th, and in today's video, I'm going to be breaking down the college football betting board for Saturday and coming out firing with 3 selections that I believe have the best opportunity to turn us a profit on a college football Saturday afternoon. Now, before we get into the plays, though, if you haven't already smashed the like button, please go ahead and do so now. If you guys are new around here, please hit the subscribe button at Game Day Wagers. We are pumping out some great content on a daily basis, and I do not want you to miss out on anything going forward. Now, without further ado, here are Saturday's 3 best bets. The first play we are rolling with is Kansas State minus 5 points, minus 110 over the Oklahoma State Cowboys. These two football teams entered this game with identical 3-1 records, with both teams coming off losses in their latest game. For Kansas State, they were trounced by BYU, a tough place to play on the road, while Oklahoma State fell to the Utah Utes at home 22-19. However, if you look at the box scores, you'll see a blowout and a close game, but in reality, these games were completely different. For starters, Kansas State outgained BYU by 126 yards despite losing by 31 points, while the Oklahoma State Cowboys were outgained by Utah by 171 yards despite just a 3-point loss. Kansas State is the far more superior team offensively, and with a return home going up against a suspect Oklahoma State defense, a team that made that game look a lot closer last week than it actually was, I do believe Kansas State's in a great spot to bounce back, so we're going to lay the points here with the Wildcats minus 5, minus 110. The second play we have for you is Alabama on the money line, plus 120 over Georgia. 2 words, Alabama money line. When I look at this game, you can throw all history out the window between these two teams, despite the fact Alabama has won 8 of the last 9 contests, including last year's SEC championship game. When I look at this game this year, I believe Alabama is the deeper squad. I believe they have a far superior offense, and I believe at home that's going to make the difference in getting this job done. Alabama's offense has been humming along all season long, led by Jalen Milroe, and with a defense in tow that stacks up just as well as Georgia does, I believe the consistency is going to be the difference maker in this contest. If we look at Georgia, this is going to be their second straight road game. They just barely squeaked by Kentucky on the road 13-12. The offense looked out of sync, and while the defense held Kentucky to just 12 points, they're not going to be so lucky to hold Alabama in check. At the end of the day, this boils down to the offenses for me, and I just don't see Georgia's being able to trade points with Alabama's. I'm a firm believer that every time Alabama loses, an angel gets his wings. But on Saturday, the Tide are going to get the last laugh. Alabama, money line, plus 120. The third and final play we are rolling with is Wyoming Air Force over 34.5 points. The odds are minus 110. Look, for this game, we are going to a system totals play with a relatively low total of 34.5 points. You got 2 teams, Air Force and Wyoming, in desperate need of a win. They've not exactly got off to a great start this college football season, but they don't do anything particularly well on both sides of the football. But in particular, their defense is definitely the worst units that both teams can possess. Going forward, offensively, these 2 teams will definitely be able to move the ball at will, and I do see both teams reaching at least 17 points here in Laramie for us to cash the over 34.5 points at odds of minus 110. That wraps up today's episode of Victory Formation. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to help support the videos, please smash the like button, subscribe to the YouTube channel at Game Day Wagers, leave a comment in the comment section if you guys are fading or tailing any of these best bets, and share these pictures with your friends on social media so we can all make some money together.